Hello everyone, my name is Jaya and welcome back to my YouTube channel. That was a lot, sorry. Today we are doing this makeup look. Today pretty much, as you can see or maybe tell, I have a lot of makeup on, or at least a lot of makeup to me on at the moment. I am doing a stage makeup series on my channel. I'm explaining the different types of makeup you may need for different types of stages. This one is starting off the series, and this makeup look is typically for a smaller setting but still on stage, so like more of like an auditorium instead of like a concert hall, but still well lit. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look for the stage, then just keep on watching. So first things first, always start off with a clean face. I just wash and moisturize my face. This hair needs to go out. I usually put my hair back or I put a headband on depending on how I feel with my edges. Next thing is a primer. So I take the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And I just put it all over my face. Also, disclaimer, I am not trying to be a makeup guru. I'm just showing you how I do my makeup as a dancer for stage. Everybody's different. And if I'm looking over here, it's my mirror. Sorry about that. Also, the sun is going in and out of the clouds, so if the lighting starts getting weird, also why. So I'll just rub that in. And then I'm going to take my foundation. So usually I'm a black girl and I love to be in the sun, so the fact that we're coming out of winter and since we're trapped in the house, I'm a little pale, I like to say. So I will use this one. It's the Matte Poreless by Maybelline, and I'm color 322 Warm Honey. But if I'm not using that, then, and I'm a little bit darker, I would use the Infallible Pro Matte in Classic Tan 109. Then I also like to mix this for some SPF. I'm not sure if they made more complexion or more colors in this because there's only 4, and at first I was like, but it's a good BB cream for me, for my skin tone, surprisingly, but there only being 4 colors, so. But we need more. So yeah, I'm just gonna take some of this in the back of my hand. And then I'm gonna put some of the BB cream in here because like I said, even though you'll be on stage, you should always have SPF on, no matter what. Just gonna mix it. Ew, excuse it. It exploded on my trip to Indonesia and I never got a new one, so it is what it is. It up. And we're just placing it all over the face. Beat your face, honey. Beat it. Also, everything will be dirty on this video. I did not clean my brushes before doing this. I should have, but I didn't. Pro tip, for me at least, I barely put foundation on my forehead. Especially as a dancer, I feel like if you're going to sweat, usually that's where you sweat first, is your forehead on stage, in my opinion, because the lights are usually beaming so bright. I barely put foundation there so that if anything happens, if I sweat or something, I'll be able to get it up pretty easily without a lot of my makeup coming off, which is nice. And don't forget to get your neck. Next, I like to do my eyebrows. Yes, I'm that kind of person. I do my eyebrows immediately because I feel like eyebrows shape your face, and I don't get how people can do their eyebrows later. Like, I feel like my whole makeup is based off my eyebrows. Another pro tip is I like to look in this far mirror instead of this up close mirror because this is how your eyebrows are gonna look to everybody else, and you're the only person gonna be this close. Well, I don't know, maybe your partner. Each eyebrow I do differently. So for this one, since I have a scar in it, I like to do this one first I like to attack the tail first, and then I'll move up to the front, and I'll draw lines underneath and above, and I'll just add in the hair that is a little scarce, and then I'll fill it in again. And remember, you're gonna be on stage, so if your eyebrows get a little bold, it's okay. This is not your natural makeup. Yeah, that. Nice and bold. And I have hairy brows, another privilege of mine, so I don't fill them in that much. But the tails, I did suffer from the thin brow era. Cool, like that. Like I said, they can look a little boxy, a little much, but remember, it's stage makeup, so you want the people to be able to see them from far away. A brow gel on top before I fill in my brows, but as you can see, I'm out of brow gel, so once again, should have looked before I done this tutorial, but we're just gonna keep it moving. After eyebrows, I like to conceal my entire face. That was ugly. So after eyebrows, oh my god. After eyebrows, I like to conceal my whole face. So I'm gonna take this NYX, it's like a 6 conceal correct contour palette. It has like a lot of different shades for me. These two are my oh, not that one. These two I put under my eye as like my color, and then the two underneath I like to mix it correct. And sometimes I contour with this one and this one depending on my shade at the time. So yeah, I'm about to conceal. So first I'm going to conceal my brows. I'm going to take this top shade. This is shade 2, and I'm going to put it on the top. Actually, I'm gonna mix. Let's mix these two. I'm gonna mix them. Why not? Why not? On this flat concealer brush. And I'm going to use my compact and get it right underneath the brow. Check the far mirror as well. And I have to take it all the way out like that, and then all the way out like that. Same thing, I'll go on top and carve my eyebrow that way as well. To do this part for some reason. I don't know if it's necessary, but you see the difference. Clean, I'm gonna do the same thing to the other brow. Now that my eyebrows are concealed, I'm going to blend everything at once, so no worries there. I'm going to take the yellow shade at the bottom, and I'm going to use my ring finger and warm up the product, and I'm going to tap it underneath my eyes like that. I'm going to take some of that orange shade at the bottom next to the yellow one. I'm going to tap over top. I'm going to take this one, I'm going to get it into my inner corner, and then I'll put the yellow one on top of that. Get all bright like such. Also gonna take some of the red and apply it to my upper lip because I feel like I'm hyperpigmentation, like very little around my mouth, and I probably have like a 5 o'clock shadow, so there's that. I'm hairy and I accept it. I'm hairy and I'm proud. I'm going to take my blending brush. This one is from Real Techniques. I'm just going to buff out the corrector shades. So now that I blended out my mouth underneath my eyes, I'm going to take some of the concealer, mix these two again, and I'm going to put that under my eye. Same thing, taking it with the ring finger and going under my eye. And then I'm going to take the darker one, just the darker one, and put it on my upper lip. Like that. I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to blend this all out. And it doesn't have to be the perfect blend because, like I said, you're on stage anyway. I like to blend my makeup art all the way out, but I understand like if you're rushing, you don't have the time. But if there will be photographers at the show, don't let them get you. That's all I'm gonna say, because they will clock you. They really will. Okay, last but not least, my last concealer. I know you're probably like, dang, how many concealers does she have? This is all for correction and then my skin tone and now brightening. So I'm gonna take this, I know it looks horrible, but it's the Age Rewind concealer from Maybelline. I'm going to just focus it in the inner part of my eye, mostly there. And you can let it sit. I'm not going to. I'm just gonna blend it out because I'm impatient. But the longer it sits on your face, the more coverage you'll get. But since I put all those concealers underneath, I'm good with the amount of coverage. This is just for brightening for me. And my under eyes are very bright right now. Cool. I'm sorry, I'm gonna just keep fluctuating the color here. It's gonna be so annoying. Ugh, I don't know how YouTubers do it. Next, I'm going to take my powder. It's the Cover FX powder in the color medium. It's a setting powder. I like to set my under eyes immediately before they start creasing. And then I like to there's some extra bake on there. So I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush. This one is from Elf, I believe. It's powder brush. I'm just gonna go right underneath the eyes. Make sure you don't have any creases first. Go back in with the beauty blender, smooth it all out before you put the powder. And then we're going with the powder. And we're gonna do a light dusting first. And I'm gonna take my beauty blender again. I'm just gonna get some of the powder out. Ooh, like that. And then dab off the excess on the back of your hand and apply. Or FX powder, I think is good for pictures and lights on stage. I know a lot of people use the Benai and they use Laura Mercier, I think, but I know this one for stage purposes is really good. I'm just gonna take a little bit more, and this time on the back end of the beauty blender. Take off the excess, and I'm just gonna get the mouth area. Because for me, when it's a smiley piece, that's where mine creases first. Push out your tongue. And the nose gets shiny for me. And this is how it should look with the powder. Now, I'm not a huge sweater, but that also depends on the piece because, you know, some pieces go off and go crazy versus others. But usually, I will keep it just like in these areas, the powder. But if you're a sweater, I would get your forehead and I would get places you know you're going to be oily in. Next, moving on to eyes. Now, this palette has been through some things. We're not gonna judge her, okay? She's been to different countries. She's been through many luggages, okay? So don't judge her. I'm going to take the Too Faced Peach palette and I don't want to show this. Okay, this was a good shade and it fell out, so I'm really upset about it. But I'm just gonna take the Summer Yum is my crease, into my crease. English, Jaya. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. Of course, I already used this for that shade before. And I'm going to, it's from Morphe, I don't know what number. It's just a fluffy Morphe brush. I'm gonna take Summer Yum. I'm gonna put it in my crease. Like here. Like I said before, be generous with the colors. Like that. So, this is Summer Yum in the crease. I'm going to then take this Charmed I'm Sure. And I'm gonna also put that into the crease, but more on the outer part of the crease on the same brush. So I'm gonna concentrate it more out here. Maybe I should do this. Does that help? Cool. then I'm going to take Luscious all on the inner part, and I'm going to put Caramelized all on the outside. So use my finger because I like using shimmers on fingers. I know you see it. This is why I just can't let this palette go. So my camera decided to get hot, so I just did the other eye while it was cooling off. But I know y'all see this pigment. This pigment is amazing, especially for stage. It's amazing. So then I'm going to take Caramelized on the same finger. I'm just gonna go on the outside with it, kind of blending into Luscious. Sorry, I'm not giving you the middle finger. I'm just using my finger to blend. I'm gonna take that brush again, go back into Summer Yum, and just go around this area, blending all of those together. Just very lightly Summer Yum. I'm gonna go back into the dark brown, Charmed, I'm Sure. I'm gonna just deepen it on the edges again. Very lightly. There you have the eyes. So next I'm going to take a old black liner. I don't even know where. I think it's Avon. It hasn't died out on me yet. I'm just gonna line the top lash line. So this is just for a base for the fake lashes to go on top of. So I didn't take it all the way in. I just kind of took it on the outside. If that makes sense. Now that that is on, I'm going to take my lashes from Kiss. I have lash glue all over this packaging, so once again, do not judge me. I took these lashes up from up here and I stacked them onto these ones, so that's why those ones are really thick. I'm not going to do the stacked lash. I'm just going to do the regular lash. This is the Poise Looks So Natural line, I guess. People like to put mascara on first. I do sometimes, I don't others. I'm just weird. I'm just gonna take some glue and put my lashes on, and I just wiggle as close to my eye as possible, like that. And then I won't mess with it. Like, I'll leave it on like that. So like I said before, I just try to get as close to the lash line as possible. I just wiggle it on. I usually do middle, side, and then inside, or outside, inside. Here we go. Lashes are on. So I'm just gonna manipulate them now, push them, close them as much as possible. And then I'm gonna take some mascara and apply on my real lashes, start blending them into the fake ones. And while they're drying more, I'm going to move on to the rest of my face again. So I'm gonna take my face powder. This is also from e.l.f. I'm gonna take this bronzer and this MAC brush. Old MAC brush, this angled fluffy brush. I'm gonna just contour my face. The more the merrier, and my forehead. So I'm gonna also take this brush. I'm gonna put on some, I don't even know what this brush is. I had this brush for a very long time. Probably like the first time I ever danced. Had this brush. I'm gonna put some blush on. Then I'm going to take the Lorac Tantalizer. It's a big bronzer, and And I bought the trial version, and this has lasted me for a very long time. So that was a steal. I'm just gonna go in between my contour, makes it better on this side, my contour and my blush. I'm gonna go right in between with this. It just adds a nice like sheen to it. Because we did put a lot of powders on. So you wanna add like powders that give a glow to make it look like your skin's glowing, but it's dry, because when you dance you want your skin to pretty much be as dry as possible, just in case you start sweating. I know, not your typical thing to say, right? Next, to add on to that dewy effect, I'm going to take this Ciate Dewy Stick. I like this color because it's this one is glow. It doesn't have a lot of shimmer in it. Like, I want it to glow, not shimmer. So I'm gonna take that and put it where I would put a highlighter. Like I said, a fake glow for the stage, so that you're glowing, not looking sweaty, you know. And then I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild highlighter in the color Golden Flower Crown. I'm just gonna take that blush brush and go right over top where I put that glow stick. The nose, a little bit, the chin, and a little bit of the forehead, to get a consistent glow everywhere. So now I'm going to finish my eyes. So I'm going to go into this the Regal Wardrobe by Bare Minerals, and they have this one color here that I love. It's called Cognac, this gold color. It is the perfect inner corner highlight. I know you see that. Like no other. Love it. And I'm gonna take this MAC mascara and do my bottom lashes. Yes, I make that face as well. Can't help it. To finish off, I'm going to do my lips. There's the Espresso pencil, lip pencil by NYX. It's so dirty. I can't even go on my lips. There's red on it. Oh, I should clean off. Too late. And I'm gonna take, this is NYX Soft Matte, and this is in the color Canes. Very popular one by them. It's their Soft Matte Lip Cream. I'm gonna just fill it in. I'm gonna take, last but not least, Stormy Sahara. I do not remember what brand this is. Maybelline. They probably don't even sell this shade anymore, but it's shade 945. It's just like a nude, and I'm just going to put it in the middle. I almost forgot. Finishing spray, you need it. Especially a matte finish spray. This is the Matte Finish Infini Matte from NYX or NYX, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, this is the look. And that's how you do it. So I hope you enjoyed the makeup tutorial. I know I'm such a noob at this, at explaining things, but I hope you kind of got the gist of what I was saying. If you like this video, then give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, just tell me what you think. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and yeah, that's all I got. See you next time, hopefully soon. Bye!